Why introverts are so damn attractive. As surprising as it may sound nowadays, introversion was once a vastly misunderstood and abhorred personality trait. It was frowned and looked down upon. However, the complete opposite is true today. Countless books and articles are written in dedication to introverts. This personality trait, along with many others, has been analyzed and understood much more vastly now than ever before. Nowadays, introverts are as attractive as extroverts because, unlike extroverts, they normally do not have big personalities. Their natural traits are easy to adjust to. Instead of making small talk, you can have deep and meaningful conversations with them. Introverts are generally much smarter than they initially come off to be. What they lack in social skills, they make up for in their self-awareness and better manners. It may take some time for an introvert to open up to you. But once they do, they can bring an interesting meaning to your life. No longer is introversion described in negative connotations. The conversations and perceptions surrounding introverted behavior have changed drastically compared to a few decades ago. Instead of being considered shy or withdrawn, introverts are praised for their strengths, which could include thoughtfulness and introspectiveness. Despite how science describes introversion to be, people nowadays have a very different view of the position an introverted person holds in society. Are introverts born or made? Thanks to the increased scientific and academic attention that introversion is getting, a big question that often gets asked is whether introversion is born or learned. Do people learn to be introverts as a result of their experiences as they grow up? An important thing to note is that everyone is born with some innate qualities and traits, and our surroundings are very important in how those traits are nurtured. Many people argue that introverts and extroverts are wired differently. This means that they are genetically predisposed to be that way and that they are born with it. Introverts, genetically, are more sensitive to their surroundings. Where extroverts naturally thrive more when around people, introverts are the opposite, because this is how they were born. Moreover, trying to make an extrovert into an introvert, and vice versa, would be like forcing a person to be someone they are not. This further gives weight to the claim that introverts and extroverts are born to be the way they are. However, there are others who believe introversion and extroversion are personality traits that form as a result of our surroundings. They suggest that introverts and extroverts alike can change themselves by exploring the world of the other and mingling with each other. The truth is, social anxiety and shyness can often be mistaken for an introverted personality, which is why, when some people finally gain confidence, they can be mistaken to become extroverted, when in reality they always were extroverted with anxiety issues. However, according to science, of all the personality traits we have studied, introversion and extroversion are the most strongly hereditary ones. So we can say with certainty that introverts are born and not made. How does society view introverts? Introverts are now seen as much more compassionate members of society. Their lack of communication is not frowned upon anymore. This is because people recognize that their personality extends beyond their social skills. Extroverted people may appear to have all the fun and seem to live a full life. Their loud and confident personalities may even land them better promotions, recognition, and popularity. Despite this, there are areas in which the quiet ones outshine the bold ones. In many professional areas, introverts can rival extroverts and even hold a number of advantages over them. For example, in a workplace, introverted colleagues are usually much more low maintenance to deal with than extroverted ones. Since they like their own space respected, they tend to be respectful of others' personal space too. For this reason, they are more likely to be favored around the office. Are introverts good problem solvers? Thanks to their observational skills and precautionary thoughtful nature, they are also better problem solvers. Their propensity for careful deliberation before making a decision puts them at an advantage over extroverts when it comes to critical thinking and making tough decisions. Introverts are also great listeners. Since they themselves are not very talkative, introverts are very good at listening to other people's ideas, thoughts, and feelings. This makes them come off as trustworthy, and you will often find that people confide in their introverted friends much more than extroverted ones. Popular culture may make it seem like introverts are liked for their looks. However, for introverts, it is not their looks that make them attractive. It is much more than that. It is because they often have unusual perspectives that force you to view your world in a new light. They bring a newness to your life once they open up to you. Generally speaking, they are also much more creative due to being great observers. Why understanding human behavior is vital. While extroverts may be much more comfortable in social settings, introverts are better at observing, and consequently have a better understanding of social interactions. This skill of understanding human behavior is vital in leadership roles, hence, making introverts better suited for leadership decisions and positions. Saying an introverted person has better manners, or that they are much more compassionate, does not mean that extroverts are bound to be selfish or self-serving. These are just broad generalizations that serve to prove a point. There are introverts that are less intelligent than extroverts. Or there might be extroverts who are much more compassionate than an introvert. The qualities are largely dependent on the individual. Extroverts exude confidence in social gatherings. They thrive in large settings, because that is where they mostly focus their energy. They are very good at bringing people together with their social skills. Naturally, they are perceived as being great leaders. However, introverts should not be forgotten or underestimated in professional settings, and leadership roles too. In many cases, introverts can not only bring equal quality, but in fact, better quality in the workplace, through their own unique set of skills. They are just as apt at running a team as an extroverted individual. Therefore, reducing a person's potential to their social skills is wrong and can be misleading. Unfortunately, there are a lot of people who still don't understand that. And it's about time that we change it. If you liked the video, please consider leaving a like and subscribing. That will allow us to keep making more videos like this. For more related content, please click on one of the suggested videos. Thank you for watching.